Welcome back to Harrelson Trumpets. Today we're going to be looking at VPS Summit that came in on trade, and we also have the Summit 1 Blue Note, which is a brand new instrument and part of the limited edition Summit 1 series. If you remember, I had held off on releasing like the last 10. I kept all the parts, even though we discontinued that model a few years ago, and now we're finishing those up. So let's look at both of those. This is the Summit 1, and here is the VPS Summit. Let's see what the date is on this one. This is from September of 2021. I'll hold it up close so you can see it. This was traded towards a Muse trumpet. It's in really beautiful shape. There were some little dings and dents, some stuff in the bell, which I just rolled out. Not perfect, but it's pretty close. And then there were some little dings in other places that I cleaned up as well. So like at the end of the third slide and on the second slide. And if you purchase this horn and you feel like, oh, I want absolutely perfect slides, the crooks, I think it was the second and the third, you can also just buy replacement slides if you like, but they are pretty decent. I replaced the VGR receiver because he had his name on it. So you've got a brand new one on there. And overall, this horn is in really good condition. It's got purple inlays, and it has sculpted top and bottom caps. The bottom caps are the tapered grooves. You could always change any of those things out, and that's very easy to do. This has the much sought after style R tuning slide and bell crook, which are more efficient than the standard. And the configuration on this one, I forgot to look, lead pipe 6 bell 1X. So lead pipe 6 is a really good lead pipe for people who don't want to use a lot of airflow. You can adjust that even further with the VGR system. So you can adjust airflow and flexibility and slotting and find your impedance match. But lead pipe 6 is really designed for people that use a thin, like narrow airstream, not a lot of air volume. And sometimes that's lead players. Sometimes it's just players who are more efficient with their airstream. And the 1X bell is an extra wide diameter, standard number 1 bell, meaning it's going to be a great all-around bell. It can work for lead, it can work for classical and everything in between, but it is bigger, so it spreads the sound out more evenly to the audience. And let's play it. We'll start with Spectratone Red, since I have that one put together. Alright, so those are the first notes for me for today. Yeah, it's very, very efficient. You've probably seen a lot of Rumors and Dreams videos lately, and those are great horns. But if you want something that's like off the charts efficiency, then the VPS Summit is the horn. This is so very easy. Yeah, that's extremely easy. Let's move on to Spectratone Yellow. That feels very comfortable, and it doesn't have that really edgy piercing sound with Spectratone Yellow. This horn would be an excellent instrument for someone who really wants the most efficiency, the easiest upper register, and wants to be able to easily move around the horn. Because we have the VGR system, you can adjust it to fit you exactly. If you don't have a Spectratone 5mm mouthpiece, then we can discuss that and get you into that system so you can further adjust things. In just a few seconds, you can go from big and broad to maybe pops or brighter. And it's an excellent horn for someone who really wants to take their playing to the next level. Yeah, it's very, very flexible, and I have not even adjusted the VGR. Let's move on to Spectratone Blue. Also, this feels very nice. Spectratone Blue is much bigger, it's more broad. It's really almost like an orchestral or jazz combo type mouthpiece, depending on which way you're going to go with that. And it really warms it up, makes it big and open. Let's move on to the Summit 1 Blue Note. Now this instrument is quite special. I'm going to give you a little history on it and help you understand why I even built this. It wasn't coincidence that it's a Blue Note trumpet. The Summit 1 series was designed to be a Summit that has less weight to it, but is more efficient. So you can see I created a series of basically holes in the Summit 1 series that really improved the playability of the horn and the efficiency while reducing the weight at the same time. And if you haven't seen that series before, you can go back or just Google Summit 1. Now the Blue Note, there's a little history there. First off, you can see there's a quote in the tuning slide, and the Blue Note itself was designed many years ago based on one of my clients asking me to create a Blue Note instrument that had other things in it. And Blue Note was the name of his production company. And it's like Blue Note, the jazz club, but it's actually neither one of them in terms of a copyright or anything like that. But Blue Note was what he went by in his production company in Spain. And we made 2 of these tuning slides for him because we always do, when somebody orders a custom art horn, we make 2 of every part in case something goes wrong with one of them. In his case, nothing really went wrong. So we have this other half of a tuning slide sitting in a drawer for the last 10 plus years, maybe 15 years, a long time. And finally I put it together this summer and we have the Blue Note Summit 1. And it really is a beautiful horn. Let's play it with Spectratone Blue. Now that is playing without a VGR insert. So let's put one in there. All right, I have a VGR insert and it should play a little easier for me because this will be an insert that works for me. I forgot to mention the lead pipe and bell. It is a lead pipe 1, bell 1 XLT. XLT is like the 1X that we discussed earlier, only it's a lightweight version. So it's a bigger standard type taper bell that is thinner than normal, and it can light up a lot easier. With this Spectratone Blue, it actually sounds big and warm. It's got a little ring to it, but Spectratone Blue is fairly dark. Let's move on to Spectratone Yellow. Now it sounds more like a really big lead horn. Wow, I've kind of forgotten how efficient a Summit 1 really can be, and that's really fun. We sold another Summit 1 a couple weeks ago. It was the Egyptian Eye Summit 1. Again, that used a tuning slide that had been built for somebody many years ago, and we had a duplicate. As far as I know, we don't have any more duplicates of anything, so this will be the last one like that. unless I find another drawer or box of stuff someday. But yeah, this is such a beautiful plain horn. And with Spectratone Yellow, it sounds like it would blend very well with other instruments. It could be very ideal for lead in a big band as well. I'm going to switch out to Spectratone Red. And to give you a little information on this, Spectratone Red is not available yet. It will be released very soon. And it is really our lead mouthpiece that works in all registers. That's probably the best way to say it. Whew. Yeah, that is, with that 1X LT bell and a Summit one, it is extremely powerful. I mean, Rumors is a great lead horn, but this is just like, you've got like, I don't know, high-end sports cars, and then you've got the like hyper cars, right? This would be the hyper trumpet. Wow, I don't know how many decibels that is, but I'm gonna go deaf. Hear how Spectratone Red can really get down to the low and be rich, and it can go up high. That's crazy. All right, so I have to stop playing because I have to get back to work, and we have people flying in today for tours and to pick out horns. But that's kind of a typical Friday thing. But man, I would love to just play this horn for an hour. It was just built. It is stamped 2023. There's no engraving on the valve casings. It's just all up here, and that's because that's how we did Summit ones. Even though it was just built, it's hand stamped underneath 2023. And yeah, just a beautiful plain horn. If you have this in your budget and you're looking for a super horn, this is the one. Of everything we have in here, I would say this and the Muse are the two most powerful resonant horns we have in the showroom today, followed by, of course, all the Summits, which are amazing as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Summit trumpets. And so we've got a lot of great horns here. If you're thinking of flying in or driving into Denver and visiting us, please call us 303-657-2747 or email us at harrelsontrumpets@gmail.com, and we will give you ideas on where to stay, so you have a good hotel nearby, and how to get here from the airport, whether you're renting a car or not. And if you're thinking of exploring Denver or Colorado, we can give you tips and ideas for that as well. I look forward to meeting you, and I'll see you in the next video.